You think she doesn't see you. You think you're invisible. You think you've already lost. But what if I told you? That's exactly where your power begins. Before we go further, hit subscribe. You're here because something needs to change, and this channel exists for that reason. Now let's talk about what really matters. You want her attention, you want her interest, you want her to choose you, but here's the truth. You're doing it backwards. Every single move you make, every text you send, every time you try harder, you're pushing her further away, and you feel it. You feel the distance growing. You feel yourself becoming smaller, like you're fading from her world. But listen to me now. This isn't about tricks. This isn't about manipulation. This isn't about becoming someone you're not. This is about understanding something fundamental, something most men never learn. Women don't want what chases them. They want what challenges them. Not in a game, not in some calculated strategy, but in your presence itself, in who you are when no one's watching, and what you stand for when it costs you something. See, you've been taught wrong. You've been told to pursue, to prove your worth, to convince her you're good enough. And that's the trap. Because the moment you try to convince someone of your value, you've already lost it. Value doesn't argue. It doesn't explain itself. It simply exists. And people either recognize it or they don't. Now, here's what happens when you chase. You become predictable. You become safe. You become the backup plan. The guy who's always there, the one she knows she can reach whenever, and she might even like you. She might enjoy your company, but she doesn't feel anything. No tension, no uncertainty, no magnetic pull. Because you've given her everything already. There's nothing left to discover, nothing left to earn. And humans, men and women alike, we value what we work for, not what's handed to us. So when you're always available, when you're always agreeable, when you bend yourself into whatever shape you think she wants, you're not being kind. You're being forgettable. And I know that hurts to hear, but it's the truth. Now let's flip this. Let's talk about the man she can't stop thinking about. He's not perfect. He's not the most handsome. He's not the richest or the funniest. But there's something about him, something she can't quite name. He has boundaries, real ones. Not the kind you perform for attention, but the kind that come from self-respect. He says no without explaining himself. He walks away from situations that don't serve him. He doesn't need her validation to feel whole. And that creates a problem for her, a beautiful problem. She can't control him. She can't predict him. She can't put him in a box and forget about him because he exists independently of her opinion. And that is fascinating. That is attractive. That is what creates desire, not your compliments, not your availability, not your willingness to be whatever she needs, but your unwillingness to compromise who you are, even for her. Especially for her. Now, I'm not saying be cold. I'm not saying play games. I'm saying be real, be grounded in something deeper than her approval, have a mission, have standards, have a life that doesn't revolve around her. Because when she sees that, when she feels that, she doesn't see a man trying to win her. She sees a man worth winning. And that changes everything. Let's talk about attention for a moment. You think giving her attention is the answer. Texting her good morning, liking every post, responding instantly. Showing her you care. But here's what she experiences. Overwhelm, pressure, the weight of your expectation, because every message carries a hidden question. Do you like me yet? Am I enough yet? Have I earned you yet? And she feels it, even if you don't say it. She feels the need in your words, the desperation in your timing, and it repels her. Not because she's cruel, but because neediness is unattractive in anyone. At any time, for any reason. So what do you do instead? You pull back, not as a strategy, but as a reclamation of yourself. You stop giving away your time like it's worthless. You stop prioritizing someone who hasn't prioritized you. You stop building your day around her response time, and you start building your day around your purpose, your goals, your growth, your peace, and something shifts. When you stop chasing, you stop being prey. You become something else entirely. You become a man on a path. And she notices. Oh, she notices. Because suddenly you're not there. Suddenly you're busy. Suddenly you have something going on that doesn't include her. And that creates a gap. A space where curiosity can grow, where questions can form, where she starts wondering, wow, what's he doing? Why isn't he reaching out? Did I lose his interest? And now the tables have turned. Not because you manipulated her, but because you stopped abandoning yourself. Let's go deeper. Let's talk about what women actually respond to, not what they say, but what they feel. Women are attracted to presence, to calm, to a man who doesn't need to fill every silence, a man who can sit in discomfort without scrambling, a man who listens without trying to fix, a man who leads without forcing. This is masculine energy. Not dominance, not aggression, not control, but groundedness. The ability to stay solid when everything around you is chaotic. The ability to hold space without collapsing into emotion. The ability to be okay even when she's not. That's what she's looking for. Not a project, not a puzzle to solve, not a man who needs her to complete him, but a man who's already whole and invites her into that wholeness without demanding she stay, without begging her to choose him, without making her responsible for his happiness. Now, here's the part most men miss. Attraction is not logical. She can't explain why she feels drawn to someone. She just does. And you can't argue someone into feeling something. You can't convince her with words or gifts or gestures. You can only be the kind of man that naturally creates that feeling. And that man is not trying. He's not performing. He's not auditioning for her approval. He's simply living his truth. And she either aligns with that or she doesn't. And here's the key. He's okay either way because his worth is not tied to her decision. His identity is not wrapped up in whether she texts back. His future is not dependent on her validation. He has a life, a real one. And she's welcome to be part of it, but only if she adds to it, not if she distracts from it, not if she drains it, not if she disrespects it. And that's the standard. That's the boundary. That's the energy that makes her lean in because finally she's met a man who doesn't need her, but would enjoy her. And that's irresistible. Let's talk about the mistakes you're making right now. You're over-explaining yourself. You're apologizing for things that don't need apologies. You're seeking permission to take up space. And every time you do that, you shrink in her eyes and in your own. Stop explaining. Stop justifying. Stop asking for approval. Make decisions, stand by them, and let her respond however she responds. If she doesn't like it, that's information. If she pulls away, that's clarity. If she disrespects you, that's a gift because now you know and you can move accordingly without bitterness, without resentment, without making her wrong. You simply recognize the mismatch and you walk away, not to hurt her, but to honor yourself. And that self-respect, that quiet dignity, that's what makes you unforgettable. Now let's address the fear that if you stop trying, she'll forget about you. She'll move on. She'll find someone else. And maybe she will. But here's the question you need to ask. Do you want someone who only stays because you're convenient? Do you want someone who only responds when you chase? Do you want someone who needs to be convinced of your value? Or do you want someone who sees it, who feels it, who chooses it without hesitation? Because you can't have both. You can't chase and be chosen. You can't beg and be respected. You can't abandon yourself and expect her to stay. So you have to decide, what kind of man do you want to be? The one who's always available or the one who's worth waiting for? The one who bends or the one who stands firm? The one who needs her or the one who's complete without her? And once you make that decision, once you commit to it, everything changes. Your energy changes. Your presence changes. The way people respond to you changes. Because you're no longer operating from lack. You're operating from abundance, not arrogance, but sufficiency. The knowledge that you're enough, exactly as you are, right now. And if she doesn't see it, that's not your problem to solve. That's her loss to experience. And you keep moving. Let me tell you what happens next. When you stop chasing, when you start living, when you build a life you're proud of, she starts watching. Maybe from a distance, maybe through mutual friends, maybe through social media, but she's watching and she sees a different man, a man who's focused, a man who's growing, a man who's not waiting around, and something in her shifts because now you're not the guy who needed her. You're the guy who's thriving without her, and that bothers her, not because she's petty, but because she's human. And humans want what they can't have, what they didn't appreciate, what they lost. And sometimes she'll reach out, she'll test the waters, she'll see if you're still there. And this is where most men fail again. They jump, they respond instantly. They fall right back into the old pattern. And she loses interest again because nothing's changed. You're still the same guy, just waiting, just hoping, just available. But if you've really changed, if you've really built something, you respond differently. You're kind but distant. You're polite but busy. You're open but not invested. because you've moved on, not out of spite, but out of self-preservation. And she feels that, and it intrigues her even more because now she has to earn you back. And that's when real attraction forms, when she has to work, when she has to prove herself, when she has to show up differently. And maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't, but either way, you win because you didn't lose yourself in the process. You didn't compromise your dignity. You didn't settle for crumbs. You stayed true to who you are, and that's the victory. Not getting the girl, but keeping yourself. So let's bring this home. If you want her to want you, stop wanting her so much. If you want her to notice you, stop trying to be noticed. If you want her to choose you, stop making yourself the only option she has to consider. Build a life, build a purpose, build a version of yourself that you respect, and let her decide if she wants in. Without pressure, without games, without need. Just a simple invitation to a man who's already whole, to a life that's already full, to a future that's already bright, with or without her. And if she says yes, she's saying yes to the real you, not the performance, not the mask, not the version you thought she wanted, but the man you actually are. And that's the only yes worth having. Everything else is just noise. Everything else is just distraction. Everything else is just delaying the inevitable. So stop delaying, stop pretending, stop shrinking, and start being the man you were meant to be, not for her, for you. And watch what happens. Watch how the world responds. Watch how people start seeing you differently. Watch how opportunities start appearing. Watch how respect starts flowing. Watch how attraction starts building. Not because you changed your strategy, but because you changed your relationship with yourself. And that's the secret. That's the answer. That's the only thing that actually works. So if you're tired of being forgotten, if you're tired of being left behind, if you're tired of wondering why she doesn't see you, stop looking at her and start looking at yourself. What are you building? What do you stand for? What would you do if she disappeared tomorrow? Answer those questions. Live those answers, and you'll never be forgotten again. Not by her, not by anyone, because you'll be too busy living to care. If this hit you, subscribe now. More truth is coming, and you'll want to be here for it.